Hi, how are you? I'm here today to answer the question of what is credit repair? Credit repair refers to fixing someone's credit report. Now, that could be an individual or company credit report. A credit report is a document that is stored within a credit reporting bureau, which is our financial footprint or our history of what we've been doing when it comes to finance. Now, this report goes back 5 to 10 years and it contains a whole plethora of information, including if you've been on time with your payments to your credit card lenders and personal loan lenders, home loan lenders, for example. It contains all the inquiries that you've made for finance. Even if you haven't taken out those loans or been approved for those loans, those inquiries are listed on your credit report. And also if you've been seriously late on a loan, for example, you've defaulted on a credit card, for example, you haven't paid for more than 2 or 3 months, that lender can list a default on your credit report. There are other negative listings on our credit reports as well, including court actions, bankruptcies, and any businesses that we've wound up. So when we're talking about what is credit repair, it's trying to remove some of that negative data should you feel that it's been listed unfairly. You can't just remove or credit repair information off your credit report because you feel like it, or you can't get finance approved and you're frustrated. You can only credit repair information that has been unfairly or incorrectly placed on your credit report. For example, we had a client, and we have many clients coming to us, but we had a client who came to us a few weeks ago. Now, he had a life event. He went through a divorce. He tried to ask all of his credit providers for financial assistance. At the time, most of them did offer him financial assistance and didn't list any black marks on his credit report. But one lender did list a credit card default on his credit report. Now, moving forward, we're now sitting at, 1 or 2 years later after this life event. He contacted us because he had tried to lodge a complaint with this credit provider to have this default removed. Defaults are on our reports for 5 years, regardless of whether you pay them after they're listed for 5 years. This particular client couldn't get the credit provider to help him, so we were happy to sit down and assist him with his complaint. Now, it does take about 3 to 8 weeks to fix a credit report or remove unfair or incorrect adverse information. So don't panic if you're lodging this yourself and your credit provider hasn't got back to you within a couple of weeks. It does take about 30 to 45 days for the resolutions team to get back to you. So don't panic. They will get back to you within, say, 4 to 8 weeks. But a client had tried that himself and nobody had got back to him, so he employed our services. Now, we are no result, no fee, so nothing to pay unless we can actually fix a credit report or remove information from a credit report. So he was happy to come on board. And we did find through researching through the account leading, up to the time that the default was listed, that the credit provider hadn't offered any financial assistance, even though he had called them and advised of hardship. Now, not blaming any lenders for this, it's just a mistake. Mistakes happen. We've got humans on the other end of the line when we're calling and we're speaking to lenders, about our accounts. So mistakes happen. They happily removed the default from his credit report and he could move on with his life, which is what he was looking to do. He'd had that life event a couple of years ago. Now he could move on and go and get the best interest rates and get a home loan across the line, which with the default, he was unable to. So that's one example of what is credit repair. Another example of credit repair is where we try and amend, or you can try and amend, repayment history information or remove inquiries. Now, we're all being credit scored, okay? So our credit reports contain a score. If you are bankrupt or you have serious amounts of arrears, you may not have a score, but most of us do have scores. If you've never gone for finance, you probably don't even exist in the credit reporting agency. So don't worry, you'll get there when you're ready. But we're all being credit scored. And what we're seeing at the moment, a lot of buy now, pay later inquiries are causing people's scores to come down heavily. So really risky loan applications. The credit reporting bureaus algorithms hate buy now, pay later inquiries. We've managed to remove a few successfully for clients, which is fantastic. Something that you can try and do yourself. So lodge a request to the credit provider to remove the inquiry, attach your credit report, they'll get back to you within 30 to 45 days. Okay. That will then help increase your score and your chances of getting better interest rates or finance approval. Obviously subject to other lender terms and conditions. We're not doing finance. This video is for information purposes only, but we've been doing this for many years. We know what we're doing. And we do have our partner law firm as well, Credit Fix Lawyers. So safe to say we can sit here and give you some educated options and information when it comes to credit reporting and credit repair. As I was saying, the other issue with credit reports is negative repayment history information. So with the introduction of comprehensive credit reporting into Australia in the last couple of years, we're now seeing 24 months of our repayment history information being listed on our credit reports. Now, if you miss a month, or for example, you're in a hardship arrangement with a lender, they can potentially by mistake list a 1 or a 2, which means, 1 or 2 months arrears. That can be amended and it can have a huge positive impact on your credit report, your credit score, and your ability to obtain finance. So those are your examples of credit repair. What is credit repair? Hopefully you understand it a little bit better now. If you would like any more information, you can send us an email at sales@creditfixsolutions.com.au. Wishing you all the very best for the end of 2020. I hope the videos helped with your education. Thanks very much for your time. Take care.